Hello everyone, this is Karina Franklin with the Gilded Heart. I wanted to take a moment today to say hello and show you some orders that we have going out this afternoon. They're headed to different parts of the world. We have some going to Israel today and Canada and different parts of the United States. But I wanted to show you, you may notice that there's some pennies here today, and I wanted to talk about some things referring to the weight and volume of your orders when you receive them. So what we have here today is 3 grams of our ultra fine gold dust, our 24 karat gold dust. We have 0.2 grams of our 24 karat petite flakes. They're very fluffy looking, but it really is only 0.2 grams. And then we have 0.5 grams, half a gram of pure platinum ultra fine dust. So it's the same thing as this, only this is platinum and it's only a 0.5 gram, and this is 3 whole grams of gold. Now they all look fairly similar, and that's what we're going to talk about today, is they all look fairly similar here in the bowls, okay? And there is little Piper, she's out there, she can hear me. So Piper's joining us today for our video apparently. Okay, so our little fawn. So today I wanted to talk to you very briefly about the things that may actually affect what you're perceiving when you receive your orders. So sometimes I have people, hi Piper, sometimes I have people that actually order the same exact thing. They'll order maybe a 0.4 of platinum ultrafine dust, and then they'll order 0.4 of 24 karat ultrafine dust as well. And then I will get a message inevitably where they will say, oh no, you gave me too much platinum, or hey, I don't have enough gold, I should have the exact same thing. Well, actually, by weight, platinum and gold and their density, by weight, your orders are exactly the same, but by density, they are different. And the density of the elements of platinum and gold affect how you're going to perceive the volume that you're receiving. But the weight is what's most important, so you're always getting, like if you ordered 1 gram of platinum, it will be 1 gram of platinum. If you ordered 1 gram of 24 karat gold, you will receive 1 gram of 24 karat gold. And actually you will receive a tiny bit more, just because I do like to include a tiny bonus of 0.018 grams in every order as a gift to you, and to also help counter some inevitable loss that you may have in case some sticks to the lid, or maybe, you know, on the, you know, brush that you're using. So I do give a little bonus as my gift to you. But with that said, we're going to go ahead and we'll say goodbye to Piper for a minute here. And we're going to focus very briefly today and have a little tiny science lesson, but I hope that it helps. We're going to talk about mass, weight, volume, and density for a brief moment. Now, mass is something that is important, but we don't typically use it in our everyday life as we know it. But it does affect everything, and mass is the amount of matter that an object has, and it's typically measured in kilograms or grams, and there is a formula for you to be able to measure mass. Most of us don't do that in our daily life, but it is volume times density, and that is how you find the mass of an object. Now, the one that we work with the most, and that we're all probably the most familiar with, is weight. And so let's see if we can see our little pink stickies a little better there. Okay, so what is weight? Well, weight is actually the measurement of a force, and that force is gravity. Okay, if you can see that very well. Okay, and what is gravity? Gravity is here on our Earth's surface. We measure gravity by basically the pulling down of an object. That force is pulling down on an object, and that's how we weigh it, whether it's ourselves or some other object, everything around us is affected by gravity here on Earth. It's definitely different on the moon or maybe in the space shuttles, but we're talking about here on Earth today, okay? And we find that by measuring mass times gravity, and that will give us weight. And we use Newton's and different formulas to measure that, to measure basically, and Newton will measure, it's a measurement of any force. But that's typically not what we do all of the time. We're just used to weighing things and seeing what it weighs, and we're all very familiar with that. Okay, the other one that we work with a lot and that we run into a lot and start getting the questions, and I'm going to go ahead and put volume here underneath our petite flakes because you can see how fluffy they are and how large the particulates are. So it appears to have more volume, but the weight of our petite flakes is actually the least of the three of these. So volume is the space an object occupies. And there are different formulas for different shapes. That's not necessarily important today. If you're interested, you could probably look that up. But most often we are familiar with working with volume, especially in cooking, and it's typically measured in milliliters. And it is definitely going to affect the appearance of what you're receiving when it comes to your orders. But everything is, in fact, weighed by weight. Now, another factor that affects how you perceive what you are receiving between your platinum and your gold is something called density. Now, density is the amount of matter per unit of volume, okay? And to basically put it in a way that probably makes the most sense is it will appear that platinum weighs more than gold. It is definitely much more dense. So when you do get an order from me, it may appear that there's more platinum. It might feel a little bit different, but it's simply the density of the platinum and not the actual weight. I measure exactly the amount of platinum and exactly the amount of gold. And the platinum will always tend to appear in volume, a little fluffier, a little bigger in volume, but it is, even if the particulate sizes are exactly the same, it will typically appear like there's more. Now today this is 3 grams of gold, and this is only a half a gram. Only a half a gram. So could you imagine 3 grams of platinum? It'd be quite the pile over here. And so that's typically what happens when people receive their orders. So no, I didn't give you too much platinum. You are receiving the exact amount that you need, but the density is what is affecting it. And I'm going to go ahead and move that over here just because I wanted to go ahead and show you. I did write down just very briefly to help everyone. This is the actual density of gold, and this is room temperature. It's not like molten or liquid or anything. This is room temperature for these elements. These are the pure precious elements that we tend to think of most. I pretty much only work with pure gold and pure platinum to 5/9 fine, but the gold, AU gold, is 19.32 grams, and platinum 21.45. So you can see here how platinum is absolutely more dense than gold. Now, if you look at these two, these are the ones that I work with the most, but if you look here, and you probably have some silver or palladium jewelry, or at least know that jewelry is made out of silver and palladium, and you think, oh wow, it's amazing, but look at that. The gold and the platinum are nearly twice as dense as silver and palladium. So it's just a really interesting thing to be aware of. So they all have different densities, which will affect how they appear, which is why you want to rely on exact weights. Okay? So I hope that this has helped everyone. If you do have any questions, please feel free to give me a call or go ahead and message me. I am always very, very glad to help everyone. And if you need any other assistance, always feel free to reach out. So I hope that this has helped. Piper is a very good learner, so Piper's aware of this, and she makes sure that all of our weights are exact before our orders go out the door. So we see little Piper there. So I wanted to wish everyone a beautiful and golden day. Thank you. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye to Piper. Bye-bye.